Hello.
Hey everyone, real quick before I go into the opening, Chris, do you want me to just put that in the I'll just edit it. No, don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah.
So everyone, we were discussing things before we were live and everything. I hope you have Hey, it's Levi with Member Solutions on over here with John from Villain Sport. We were doing all kinds of things before we jumped on live, including working on the Stitch script. And I love what Chris has come up with, and I'm reworking my original one to have specific parts that I want to be worked in to the overall current arc that we're working on. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, every video of Stitch has progressively gotten longer unintentionally. The last one being 8 minutes long.
And now it's going to happen. And now it's going to happen intentionally.
Yeah, if we wind up making
for a 27-minute long Stitch, I'm just kidding.
If we make a 15, 30-minute long skit on purpose, and it's good, mind you, it's good.
Yeah.
That's hella good because it also shows how far we've come as script writers.
Yep. If it's not good, then
we got some work to do.
Yeah.
We got to figure out.
Hopefully you have handled the tornadic insanity pretty well, I hope. Been seeing all the news stories about the crazy tornadoes. Did you freeze, Levi, or are you just reading stuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to edit this so it keeps that in there. Will Stitch say, Lucy, I'm home once? So I haven't decided. What it's gonna happen is I need to reach out to Jocelyn real quick. Give me one second.
Yep, we're doing good here in South Carolina. We are supposed to get some severe weather tonight, and there is a risk of some spin-up tornadoes, we're being told, so we'll be keeping an eye on that later in the evening. Hopefully there's not any. Yeah, we're supposed to get smacked by a line of storms around 2 in the morning, looks like. Oh. Hey, Zena. Yep, we're doing the best. We're doing our best to stay safe. We'll just be kind of keeping our eyes on the weather and hoping that nothing spins up. A big part of why the tornadoes recently have been as deadly as they are, A, they've been strong, and B, they've been hitting at like midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. It's hard to do that. Ronnie J. Lucas, I'm sorry you just lost power, man. I appreciate you being on here. At the same time, if you need to reserve your phone battery to make sure you can call for help, etc., we love having you on here, but I would hate to be the reason that your battery dies. Thank you, Tracy Chadden. Yeah, there's a town near Hutchinson, Kansas that got hit with the first 5 of the year, it sounds like. Hey, Sam Davidson.
I'm going to just make notes. It'll be easier than trying to condense the script.
I forgot to do something. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Give me a moment, everyone. So you guys will get to hear the script and everything that we're doing, like I do normally do. That's not going to be a problem for me. The biggest problem is like finding voice actors for some of the parts. We've got Stitch covered, right? I need somebody who can do a Cobra Bubbles, and I believe in making sure that if it's a POC character, it's a POC voice actor. So that's been difficult because we've been trying to reach out to people and it's been lackluster. Or I have been. Maybe I need to have Chris reach out to these people. He'll have a little bit more like, oh, you have 200, 300,000 people. Yeah, I'll listen to you versus like the 17,000 at most on TikTok I have. I got 78% battery. Hopefully Levi sees your post. Levi, what post? Do you mean comment or post? Also, pop on over to Twitch for us real quick. Oh, we have something really cool that I gotta show. I'm gonna show you real quick. Twitch is gonna yell at me, so I can't let it stay. Look at that. Look at that. Right there in the corner. Right there in the corner. I don't know how to edit this. It's not letting me. You reach your limit to create more. Delete one of your custom layouts. It'll tell me how to delete one of my custom layouts, and then we'll go from there. But you can see it. Now, here's the problem. Twitch doesn't like it when you guys can see all the comments from every platform. So until I can customize that, which I can on like OBS and stuff like that, but on StreamYard we can't. Now StreamYard is gunning for OBS and Streamlabs by the looks of it, with all the things that they've been introducing, right? So I am very much looking forward to, because like we have different scene selections over on the side. We've got I can modify. I can now show the comments, and I'm hoping I can rework things and stuff like that. But yeah. Why is that? Okay. I'm booked up to play Mime #1. It suits my range. Woke up stupid early. Got to leave in 3.5 hours. Well, Steven, we'll keep you company until you have to leave. But yeah, Levi, where's your comment, your thing, or was it just the fact that you're going hunting? I've seen this friend in like 8 years. Why? I'm missing things here. I have a friend in town. I'll be fishing tomorrow. I'll probably miss the live tomorrow. Oh, that's okay, man. Go visit friends. I would cancel. The live is also for tomorrow. It's a dinner live. Do you know that? Like Wednesdays are now going to be dinner lives. That gives me a break throughout the week. So I like Monday and Friday, I'm here for breakfast. The rest of the week I get to sleep in and not worry about being so tired. I spelled it wrong. N-C-I-N-E-R. Cyrano. Again. So I'm trying to like condense the script into parts that I absolutely want. The Mr. Bubbles thing is fine, but I would like to have that.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay. So here's quick notes for Chris, and you guys will understand these notes in a moment. By the way, somebody says they only have 78% power on their phone. Ronnie.
Okay.
Let Chris know I got 78% power.
That's the guy who lost power. So at his house.
Okay. Ronnie, do you have a backup battery? Like I understand, don't worry, but at the same time, if you don't have a backup battery, I'm going to insist you quit the live because it will burn through battery. I've been in situations with tornadoes, floods, and stuff like that, and like battery power on your phone is huge. So if you have a backup battery, still. And I know we can't force you to do anything. I understand that. And if our voices are helping you keep calm in a stressful situation, Cyrano, I spelled it wrong.
Okay, gotcha.
If you want to put the correct, yeah, there you go. So NEP finding out that it was 10% of Levi's workload and the poor IT guys have been left with little to no supervision or instructions. I think given what you wrote and what I wanted to do, it would be really funny to find out they basically took a month-long vacation.
I don't remember the bullshit A113.
So that's not a thing that we've introduced yet. A113 is a Disney thing. It's a Disney joke. So A113 has been in a lot of like Google A113 in movies. That'll be faster to explain.
Recurring Easter egg to the classroom. Oh, that's where people for Pixar study.
Mm-hmm. So I think it'd be really cool to just have a Borg name ship, and we play it off as it's just another ship for the most part. If you read it, for the most part, it's just like, wait, what? I didn't even know that one went offline. And then come to find out, it was Napa had forgotten to let us know. So it's one of those things. Does Napa know? Did we ever have established that Napa knew that Stitch learned the Kamehameha?
I think he does, yeah.
So that part of the script would need to be changed too. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's been well established that Stitch knew, and I don't think we even need to address it.
Yeah, I think that could be cut out. We can scrap some of that. We can still have a little bickering back and forth about the note that Napa essentially forgot to give us. And then at the end, the callback as to why this is happening in the first place. Again, some of this could be inserted in later points. So what I want is to grab what you think would most make sense. And I think that's honestly just the first half of this. The Napa finding out is only 10%. At some point. Or the Borg ships getting taken out and get in the rename thing. Let's rewind here though for a bit. You did an improv take of the Borg versus Goa'uld.
Yep.
Can you pull that up and let's take a look at that and watch that now that we've had a day to process it. And I'm much more awake now.
Good. Okay, Apophis, just to clarify, you are 100% positive that this is not an Asgard ship. Not some new design, and it's not a Tok'ra ship either. I can't think of anybody in your universe that has a cube shape. I need to check something. Hold on. Okay, listen. Okay, that ship belongs to a race called the Borg. I know you haven't heard of them. They are not from your reality. They've been reality jumping lately. No. Do not attack them. You sent a single death glider? I mean, to scout it out, sure, but if you have it shoot at them, it's going to hit their shields. It might hit the ship. They'll adapt immediately. It'll never hit them again, and they will destroy you. You mean it blew up? I know that voice. I know. Levi? And that's where Napa goes. That's where we cut into the script.
Yeah.
And Napa goes, John, for the millionth time since he left, Levi is on vacation. John goes,
Go ahead and read the script. We'll go through it.
Yeah, it's been a fucking month. I know. And you're not even the one dealing with his entire workload. Quit whining, and whatever it is, figure it out yourself. Stitch is in the Stargate universe. How should we handle this? You figure it out. I
Can you
may
pause
be
real
able to
quick?
handle his day-to-day. Barely, but I cannot magically Levi things the way he does. Sorry.
Okay, let's pause it real quick. Okay, so scroll up for me real quick. It's been a freaking month. I know. Right after Napa's line, John needs another line.
Which line?
We need something happening to the Gould ship, to be honest, because like you haven't hung up. So let's have Stitch. Let's hear the that's where the line goes dead. We hear Apophis going, John, I need assistance now.
Where?
Right after Napa goes the, I know you're not the one dealing with this entire workload.
Okay.
Whining. Right there, Apophis. Well, it's Stitch on there.
Oh yeah.
We need something more chaotic. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just have it be that, and then we hear oh, I just love that the giggling. Yeah. So then John can react to that. With still by in that.
Yeah. So we hear whatever it is, figure it out. John, what voice do you know? John, no, John.
And then John can react to that line and then look over and say, Stitch is in the Stargate universe. How should we handle this?
You figure it out. I may be able to handle his day-to-day, barely, but I cannot magically Levi things the way he does. Sorry. I'm calling him. Good luck. I'm calling his other phone. John dials. He has two phones, and then Levi answers.
You're one of 3 people who have this number, and it is only for the various gravest of emergencies. The office better be imploding in on itself or something equally catastrophic.
Stitch is in the Stargate universe. God damn it.
Gravest of emergencies, John, is the multiverse actively collapsing.
I just want to make sure you remember that I handle situations like this way differently than you do. This is going to get very, very destructive.
And I have 5 more weeks of vacation.
Destruction it is. We time jump to 1 week later. John's talking to Napa. Okay, I have everything out of the drawer. Remember, he's going to threaten you with horrible Hold on. Unimaginably horrible punishments. Stand your ground, stay strong, and don't let him see that you're bluffing. Excuse me. And Napa goes, I'm so scared right now. John goes, I know. Just, you can do this. Okay. John dials Levi.
If you call this number for a not emergency reason ever again, I swear to the Time Lords themselves
that Napa got into your snack drawer.
What? So? Who cares?
No, your special snack drawer.
Oh, it's not that special. Those are just some limited edition things from overseas. I can get more anytime.
No, Levi. The drawer with all the stuff from pruned universes that don't exist anymore.
That motherfucker starts rifling through a drawer. Hid all my creme brulee, snickerdoodle Twinkies, and damn it, the extra crispy RC Cola. The King Lime Crystal Pepsi too. Napa, you put that Choco Taco down now.
I'll put it down when you get Stitch under control.
I will make you relive your death at Vegeta's hands 1,000 times over whenever you close your eyes to sleep, yawn, or even sneeze for the next 20 years.
I'll put it back in the freezer where it belongs when you fix the situation.
The what?
The Stitch situation. The situation. His word. I'm sick of doing all your work. Hold on. He goes right back into his rant. So let's try this. The Stitch situation. The situation, his word. I'm sick of doing all your work. And
All my work?
yeah, all your work.
Napa, that was maybe 10% of what I do. Is IT still functioning?
I don't know, but that's not important. And I'm sick of John being in Universal Emperor mode and chasing Stitch all over the universe and still failing over and over and over again and blowing universes up and
I love that. I love that. That's where we can have the joke of just like, what, you didn't trust me? Oh, no. It'd be Napa saying, what, you didn't trust me.
oh.
And then Levi goes, so we can reword this. Do you really think I would be like Harvey or Jessica trying to put Lewis in charge before he had the character breakthrough? I wouldn't do that to you.
Before what? Before his
character breakthrough. Because the original line was, do you really think I would saddle you with all my work? That would be like Harvey or Jessica putting Lewis in charge before he had the character breakthrough. So it needs to be reworded to so it probably was like, you didn't trust me. It's not that I didn't trust you. It'd be like me, it'd be like Harvey or Jessica putting Lewis in charge before his character breakthrough. That's what it needs to be.
Say that a little bit more slowly.
It's not that I don't trust you. It would be like, and then we can still have that that line of Napa going, hey, are you telling me I haven't had a character breakthrough? Levi going, no, Napa, I'm just saying I wouldn't do that to you. Can you continue? like back to the conversation that we were having. Oh yeah, Napa just finished your rant. I like that. Better not calling it out. Oh, that's where Levi can go. No. Have Levi do. No, have John do it. It'd be even better if John was just sitting to the side watching this.
Okay, let's read this. Hold on. I like this a lot. All right. All right. So I'll put it back in the freezer where it belongs when you fix the situation.
The what?
The Stitch situation. The situation. His word. I'm sick of doing all your work and
All of my work?
yeah, all your work.
Napa, that was maybe like 10% of what I do. Is IT still functioning?
I don't know, but that's not important. And I'm sick of John being in Universal Emperor mode and chasing Stitch all over the universe and still failing over and over again and blowing universes up. And wait, just 10%?
Yes.
You didn't trust me?
It's not that I don't trust you. It'd be like Harvey or Jessica putting Lewis in charge before his big character breakthrough.
Are you saying I haven't had... Are you saying you don't think... I've had a character breakthrough?
Okay.
I've been on this channel for 4 years. A little bit of fourth wall breaking. Are you saying you don't think I've had a character breakthrough? I've been on this channel for 4 years.
Napa, just finish your rant.
Well, now I don't remember where I was. You were at me blowing up universes. Oh, yeah. And then soaking at his desk because the little blue bastard isn't still alive no matter what he does.
You'll put the Choco Taco back immediately if I fix it.
Yes.
We resolve the situation through a lot of brouhaha down the road.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it's going to be for me to rewind time back to before those those universes were pruned just to get those snacks back?
Oh, yeah. Napa didn't actually eat that stuff. It's all in Storage Vault C.
Wait, so all of this was deployed to get me back here? The missing snacks, you in Universal Emperor mode, the blowing up universes stuff?
Oh, no. I blew up a bunch of universes.
Which ones?
Unimportant, uninhabited ones. Mostly.
I really do like that.
I love the Napa put a break. Wait. Only 10%? Like he's in mid-rant. Wait a minute. And then he forgets where he is.
I love that. And that situation thing is the perfect break for us to go into another board cube situation. And then we can add in the other stuff, move back into the resolving it, and then we see the resolve. So that allows us a perfect break right there when it says Levi resolved the situation. Go ahead and make a note that needs to be a second skit. Yeah. Because like the 40K universe that was 8 minutes, we had multiple parts, and those multiple parts had multiple different things happening, multiple different calls. It's just with that one, it was like one after the other, Levi leaving and them dealing with the mess, and then finding out that he just got yeeted out of the universe. This one we need to actively try to resolve. Mark. Okay, I need a couple minutes to go upstairs and make some quick because we're doing a veggie night, so it won't take long. Grab a quick veggie platter with my kiddo, and I'll be right back down. Okay.
Cool. I'll be as entertaining as I can possibly be.
All right.
Napa meets furry Napa. Oh wow, I had a sudden shiver. Napa meets Napa meets furry Napa. Veggies are good. I had a huge salad for dinner tonight. It'll be a little bit different than the all for one situation with Boo. I'm drinking like hypercarbonated ginger beer, which is great, but it's making me burp like crazy. Yeah, Rusty Stormraven, I am not a dancing monkey, unfortunately. Sorry. I in real life I hate dancing. That was a serious sneeze that I had. Let's see what I missed here. I don't know what the Kurtzman verse is, but it sounds like it should be pruned. These guys right here. Yep. I remember when Levi agreed to sing, and I was like, "Don't! I'm not doing it." And I jumped in. Yeah, it was a little bit frustrating, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, these were actually so. I'm in an improv theater here in town. For those of you in the UK or Australia, you probably call that impro. But we do a white elephant gift exchange where everyone brings a gift. If you don't know, does everyone know what a white elephant gift exchange is? If you don't, I'll explain it. If you do, there's no need to explain it. Anyway, that's what we got. And these are all cardboard. And I literally had to put them together. Mr. White, a white elephant gift exchange is when everyone brings a gift and they all put it under, it's like Christmas party. They all put it under a tree. And everyone draws a number, and whoever's number one goes and just picks a gift, and they open it and they see what it is, and then number two goes, and number two can either take the gift that number one just took, or they can go pick a new gift. But at least our rules here, any given gift can only be taken 3 times. So if number one gets, I'm going to make it up, like a Rolex watch, and everyone's like, "Oh damn, I want the Rolex." Number 2 can take the Rolex. Number 3 can take the Rolex. If number 4 takes the Rolex can no longer be taken again. It is locked in with number 4. Anyways, that's how it works. And there's like 50 people there, and I ended up with that, which I was happy with for the most part. It's held together with a lot of tape because the cardboard parts wouldn't stay locked in. I'm not surprised you call it a Dirty Santa. That's actually a better name for it. At the same time, here in the U.S., a Dirty Santa brings on connotations that are much, much dirtier than stealing gifts. So, anyway, that's where I got those. Yeah, I've been really on a I've been on like a Michael Lewis. I hate most white elephant gift exchanges that I've done because people just bring not great stuff. But at the improv theater, like it's specific about, there's, don't spend more than this, don't buy these kind of things, etc. Yeah, Ronnie J, I hope you get power back soon. What's this here? Yeah, we're trying to coordinate with Alec. Don't be smart, Alec, who does the Freddy character, to do some more Freddy videos with him. He does a lot more on his own. I I saw a comment I wanted to reply to. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, often white elephants involve, just ugly Christmas sweaters. A plushy Black Death as a white elephant gift one year. I totally do too, Stephen Locke. I way prefer to personalize gifts and get them, for the person. Or if I don't know the person, I'll get them like a gift certificate or something. See, Xena, it's so interesting to talk to people who have experience with white elephant gift exchanges, because some people have had like amazing experiences and they love it because every year it's great. And other people are like, I hate this so much. I hate this, because everyone brings like their own favorite candle scent and no one else likes it. That's funny. They do. So Marvel does hint at a lot of stuff that they never follow up with on the movies. A lot of it are nods to comic stories, maybe even individual comic issues, or things that people from who know the comics really, really well will be like, oh, I know that reference. And a lot of it is like very veiled fan service. Thank you, Atlas Eric. And so while a lot of us don't totally recognize it, it is a really big a big nod to those who already know like all the backstory that went into what story they're trying to tell right there. Mr. White, Cutie Honey was like a 80s anime character, right? Like a spy, like a female James Bond type character, right? Levi has been on the channel just about as long as Nappa has. I think that if Stitch and Rocket teamed up, that would be amazing. It'd be horrible, but amazing. An anti-Nappa device. The best one I can recommend is a pair of scissors to cut the Nappa shirt that I have, because then I can't be him for a while. I did not hear about the new Ghost Rider movie. Hopefully it's not Nicolas Cage again. White tea exchange. That's cool. See, if it's like themed like that, where tea or coffee or candles or chocolate or whatever, everyone should get something closest that they're happy with. Android multiple aspects. Okay, and gotcha. Okay, got it. Yeah, 53 Rogue. That's kind of what I did with that box. It was actually my wife who got it, and we were kind of in the back of the crowd, and I was like, "Don't hide it, but don't show it off." And everyone forgot we had it, and nobody took it. I was pretty happy about that. Honey Kisaragi and Android. Okay, interesting. It's a much older series though, right? Magical Girl Jane Bond. Okay. And they did that across the DC-verse TV shows, right? The Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's where like the Clark and Lois from the new Superman show with Tyler Hoechlin show up in old who was the guy who played Clark on Smallville? Basically in Smallville, Clark's universe. That was that, right? Stitch and Bart Simpson, that would just be mayhem. Nappa meets his human variant. I could look into it. Christopher Chastain, what are you saying no to? Oh, not Nicolas Cage. Good. Yeah, Born DOA. That is what we're doing. He's like, I've been on the channel for 4 years, and he's gonna just straight up admit how long he's been on it. Lords of War. That was when he was like the arms dealer, right? Keanu. No, I love Keanu Reeves, but he's in too much stuff that is too young for him, for even an immortal to be in. We kind of did this, Atlas Eric, in a different way that needs to be continued. Hey, Screaming Dragon, how's it going? Zena, I agree. With the right people and the right gifts and the right attitude, White Alpha can be fun. You don't get all those things together, it can be very frustrating. I don't know anything about Digimon Jedi Protector. I wish that I could. I didn't know about that. The 3-part animated movie. That's pretty cool. Tom Welling, that's his name. Yep. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, I've seen clips from that. Nick Cage as Spider-Man Noir. If James Bond got sent to the Gundam OO universe. I'm not remembering offhand what the Gundam OO universe is. Remind me. Ghost Nappa. And that already exists, doesn't it? Flash Raw Dogs the timeline. Bored Billy's trying to convince Nappa to grow a mullet. He would look like Hulk Hogan with the mullet, but the bald head and the mullet come from the sidebars and the big mustache. Yeah, only when he's Super Saiyan though. It's about the same amount of time, Born DOA. So Levi has been affiliated with the channel longer, but actually being on the channel probably not as long because it wasn't until I don't know, late 2021 before Levi and I condensed everything down to villain support, and he stopped really growing his own channels. I played with this way early on. The John clones are still around, but we don't really talk about them anymore. Hey, Charles Winthrop. Jensen Ackles is Ghost Rider. I'm happy about that. Yeah, we cannot. Oh my God, Whis train Stitch as a god of destruction. That might be. I gotta tag that one for Levi to look at later. Are we talking about Stitch in My Hero Academia or just the series in general? I enjoy the series. Oh, I know it did. It shifted quite a bit east. It's in like Ohio and Kentucky now instead of the Great Plains. Nappa's ride would be I don't know, a blow up Bulma doll. That's the wrong answer, but Nappa getting confused when people send Rule 63. Yeah. Red Hood Jensen, Digimon. Yes, that is Darth Jar Jar next to the bookcase. One of my favorite pieces of art that I've got. It's by a guy named Terry Huddleston. It's terryhuddlestonart.com. HUDDLESTON. I hope the cookies don't bite you, Xena. Reeves as Darth Revan. That'd be interesting. I don't know what Rimmer World is. I've heard reference to it, Stephen Lockie, but I don't know what it is. Do not let Stitch become a Gold host. God, he should. He so should. Everybody knows that DBZ Abridged Nappa has to have a Bulma doll. He's obsessed with Vegeta and wants to be Vegeta, so he's obsessed with Bulma. John Wick versus Nappa. Unfortunately, Nappa wins. If you head-to-head fight in villain support world, though, Nappa's scared of John Wick. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I never watched Red Dwarf, so I wouldn't know the references. Stephen Lockie, I've not seen. That's a lie. I've seen a couple episodes of Red Dwarf. Levi's seen it. My college roommate loved it, but I didn't get it, so I didn't watch it with him. Yeah, the Gold would regret getting into Stitch's head. He would take over the Gold real quick. We talked about Stitch. We actually talked about Stitch half ascending So that could be part of Levi resolving the whole situation. That would be badass, but that should have been done when Hugh Jackman was younger. Hey, alternate. That would be interesting. So John would be a Sith Lord. Levi would not be a Jedi. Levi would be, a gray Jedi at best. Stitch versus villain support. That's literally what this series is. Yeah, that was one of the gags we did. That he's got a pet cougar, the cat, not the he named Bulma. Yeah, that'd be a fun little gag to play. I haven't seen Babylon 5 in 20 years. I would have to do a lot of refreshing to get any of that done. I didn't know there was a new Red Dwarf either. Stephen Locke, I have read what was the I've read one. I've read one Discworld novel. What's up? What is it? What form is it?
It's basically just saying that to make sure I understand that since I'm taking AP next year that I'm gonna have more work.
Yeah. It's gotta sign my child's free time away. Okay. I'm gonna let you print your name. I'm gonna just sign it right here.
Just sign where you have to sign.
Yep.
That way I can take my AP class.
Yes, he just helped read.
Fresh.
There you go. You can do the rest of it.
Thank you.
All right. Stephen Locke, I have read one Discworld novel. I can't remember which one it was. It's the one where Vimes talks about his theory of his Boots theory of social mobility. The one where they're trying to make the 1 in a million shot to hit the dragon, and the guy like twists his body and shoots up from underneath his legs. It was fun. I just never read any more of it. Replicators evolve into humans. Levi, the whole bit of you resolving the situation involves Stitch becoming a Gold Lord, remember, and half ascending.
Did you write a script up already?
No. A couple of people mentioned it because I'd forgotten that we talked about that.
No, Justin just sent me a message.
Apparently, there's new Red Dwarf episodes.
I thought that they canceled the Red Dwarf episodes.
People are saying the new Red Dwarf is kind of fun. Levi's back. Everyone's excited and happy because they're sick of hearing me talk. Jeremy Beaver, I don't know which AP class it's going to be, but she's in AP everything. So
I'm going to be in AP everything.
There's three new episodes. Hell yeah!
Stitch is like gold.
Yeah, so he's not going to be a gold. He's going to...
Michael Lewis, it might have been Guards that I read. It was super fun. Yeah, I know. This index is such a great thing. It's such a great example by Terry Pratchett. If anyone doesn't know, so there's a character in the Discworld series named Vimes, and he's the captain of the Night's Watch in the city or whatever. But the theory is that on an average person's salary, it would cost you about a year's salary. And if I'm wrong, correct me on this, Mr. White. But it takes about a year's salary to buy a really good pair of boots that's going to last you about 10 years, right? But then the average person can't just put aside a year's worth of money to buy a good pair of work boots. So they have to keep buying a pair of cheap boots that cost about 1/5 of what a good pair of boots costs. And so, those will last 6 to 8 months. So every 6 to 8 months, they are buying new boots that cost 1/5 of the cost of really good boots. So over the course of 10 years, they're buying 15 to 20 pairs of boots that would now cost 3 times what they would have spent on the good pair of boots, but they didn't have the money to buy the good pair of boots all at once in the first place. So it's basically it's the idea of planned obsolescence.
And catch-22 being a part of that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the situation that we're in, that I'm in, like legitimately with my shoes, because I walk very heavy sometimes, and then I have very large feet on top of that, so it's hard to find me shoes to begin with. So it's like $400 to $600 for me to buy a decent pair of boots or shoes, whereas I can go to Walmart and I can buy a halfway decent pair, not okay pair, but halfway decent pair, for about $60. Now those last me on average 1 to 2 years if I've got a pair of sandals to kind of compensate during the summer most of the time. So I stretch them out. And a pair of sandals for me, I just buy a $20 pair of sandals, and they'll last me a couple of years as well, usually. As of late, though, both shoes that I would normally buy and use have been wearing quicker. Yeah, it is. And so I'm running into that problem. So I'm currently dealing with a lot of that with a lot of our clothes. So we're pushing things out as far as I can. I technically need a new pair of shoes.
You stop buying new stuff.
Yeah. If I can find, but I can't find shoes. I can't find shoes at thrift stores.
I don't know what kind of pair I did. My feet had the same problem as you do.
So I've been saving money to the side for as long as I can to hopefully buy a decent pair of shoes.
Are in better condition than my normal shoes right now.
But that goes the same with like everything you buy too. So let's rewind though. So the thing I want to focus on, because we do know how things are going to go with Stitch. We have a basic overline of he's going to become half ascended ghoul lord type of scenario, because it makes the most sense the chaotic he gets, right? He needs that ability to figure out how those ships work and get a ship powerful enough to jump into another reality, which so far, if you guys have been paying attention, that's effectively what has happened almost every time. We just don't know how he first jumped, which we'll find that out later on. So he needs to jump reality. That makes perfect sense for him to take over stuff, amass power, get what he needs, and jump ship, right? The best thing about it is in the Stargate universe, there is a device and technology that allows him to do just that. Only it's within the same universe's reality. Him tweaking that mirror or the technology from that mirror to go into an entirely different reality isn't too far out of the stretch. What size shoes do I wear? 12.5 to 13. It depends on the brand. I've also bought a size 12 wide, and they were nice, but they were like a really high-end brand. They lasted me about 4 or 5 years, though. But then I couldn't find anyone to. I'll trade you feet. By all means, if you've got a few extra pairs of size 13s, I'll gladly. Like it's pretty expensive to ship those though, so I'm not telling you to do that. Oh, I didn't get to go to the PO box today. Damn it. By all means, any shoe that isn't like actively falling apart would be welcomed. The boots that I have now, I've got there's parts of them that are like I need glue or something to like glue it back, and then I'll be good for a few more months. My zippers on them are starting to go because they're the kind that like zip open so I can take them off easy. And with my disability, it's really nice to have that. But I guarantee you I'm gonna have to buy something new before Comic-Con, because there's no way I want to walk in those during Comic-Con. I've already replaced the soles twice. We do.
Jeez.
No, go ahead.
Because of the type of shoes I get.
Yeah.
I like to last me a while.
That's cool. Got a lot of stuff. Pirate ship can save you on shipping. Yes, it can. Okay. So, I like that skit. The first half that you did that you improv'd.
Yeah.
Can you transcribe that real quick so we can take a look at it and figure out what we can make him say? And if possible, we'll try to keep it down, his apophysis lines down, so you don't have to re-record.
Yeah.
But if it makes more sense to have a longer line, you have to redo a part, we can figure that out.
Yep. I just need to find the script real quick.
And for everyone here, I'm sorry if I'm like wiry. Just had a decent amount of sleep.
Shocker.
I'm jealous as hell of that.
It wasn't at night, but I had a
I'm
decent
well
amount of sleep.
Is it ever at night?
Sometimes it is. It's like I've got that spot that's bugging me.
I
Oh,
would
that's
wake
a
up- I
part of
would
the
wake up
problem.
at 3 in the morning. You'd be playing State of Decay 2. Oh,
Yeah, but I didn't do that today.
it doesn't matter. There were multiple times where I've woken up and you've been playing that game.
Oh, I really do need to do that for you guys, don't I?
You know, maybe you should have brought the whole bread down.
No, we don't need a whole loaf of bread, Raven.
Yeah, dude, look.
Is that because you dropped a piece?
Yeah.
You can go upstairs and get more bread if you want. I'm not having more bread. I'm not supposed to have, like, the whole point of the veggie night is to have mostly vegetables and a little bit of protein.
I gotta have
Well, a lot of protein,
I gotta have vegetables.
because the cheese is protein too.
I've had vegetables. I've had tomatoes.
Oh.
Design, and it's not a toe crush either.
That's why they don't like 3D printers. For the record, one of the reasons, besides like the stuff that you hear on news, but the main reason people, the big corporations are trying to like regulate or like go after 3D printing manufacturing is it's starting to affect their bottom line with how easy it's become to get into it. Like at this point, if I were to send Chris one of 3 printers that I know would be great for starters, his entire family could very easily get into 3D printing, find a model, print it, and anything that he needed that could be made out of plastic and wasn't like for food, even sometimes for food, depends on your preference, he could realistically make at home. I have found more often than not, I will ask myself, can I print that at home? Like there's a storage, canned storage stuff, right? I'm not going to buy it, even though I want to, because I can make it at home.
It looks ugly.
I like the way it looks. I can get the one that looks exactly like the commercial model, or I can get the one that holds like 8 more cans for the same price of filament.
Again, it looks ugly.
I don't care. I like the way it looks, and it's not about what you like. It's about what I like. When it's your home, you can bitch about what it looks like.
I'll fix
But
it.
by then, you'll be like, well, it's already made.
Yeah, we use the problem. Is that I live here. And I have to look at that thing every single day. So kind of idiot.
Jossum's reaction to because he's like, gotcha, gotta rush these the next few days, but I'll try to knock it out before the weekend. So he's gonna give us those lines that I need by the weekend.
Cool.
And I was like, you're awesome. His response was sending me a gif of Pedro Pascal going also, I'm thinking of having you reach out to a couple of the voice actors to see if you can get a hold of them.
right.
I think I sent you one that has that one TikTok one. Let me find it again. Because I have repeatedly tried to reach out to him, but it could be any number of things. Because this guy can do the Kevin Conroy's Batman. He can do Joker and a bunch of other voices. But the only thing he has for voice acting link is like his Skillshare thing. And I'm like, I don't want, like, I'm already going through the process of learning how to do voice acting myself. I don't need the skill share. I need your skills exactly. This is child.
What?
I called you Mrs. Levi. Don't do that. So to settle for those of you who are on, my spouse almost refuses to be on camera or near the camera. Most of the time, if you hear somebody, it's going to be one of my kids on average, unless I actually say, "Are you going to eat dinner, eat breakfast with me during the stuff?" Although, are you going to eat breakfast with me during the live streams during the summer?
I don't know. Depends on how early you plan on waking me.
If you're not awake by the time I'm eating, which is usually around 9
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
on summer break. No, I get that. I've slept till like 10 during the summer and later. No, you're good. Like if you're not awake, you're not awake. You want me to wake you up? No, there won't be. Both kids don't have a problem being in the videos if I don't have if it's like specific kid thing. But also neither one is like really stoked to be in front of the camera. They'd rather be behind doing voice work and stuff like that. Except for Tobias, who wants to always interrupt and say hi to everyone. You're good, Atlas. It's not a big deal. It's just a matter of making sure I correct it so you guys don't.
Just mute real quick.
Mute? Okay.
You sent a single death letter? I mean, to scout it out, sure. If you haven't,
You got the cheese.
It had plastic still on it. Don't at me immediately after I unmute. That's horrible. Who's George Wendt?
He played Norm on Cheers.
Don't know what that is, but
I've seen Cheers, but
The heavier dude with curly hair.
yeah, I know. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I really recognize him from. Maybe a couple of the Stephen King stuff, but those are pretty small roles. He played in Garfield in the Rough once. I don't think I've ever seen that one. I mean, it sucks when somebody passes, no matter who they are. Well, it sucks when somebody. I'm gonna shut up now.
people who are not.
I have a lot. Okay, I will correct this by saying I have a lot more empathy for people who didn't do horrible things to the world.
Exactly. That's why I say people who aren't buffles. He's cleaning his mouse with a
I am.
screwdriver.
Am I excited for the Avengers Doomsday thing? Don't know what that is. I haven't caught up. I haven't been able to keep up with that as of late.
You don't.
Maybe mostly because it's just kind of. It's called superhero fatigue, and it's a real thing in the theaters where plenty of fans just kind of go, "I've had enough. I don't want more of this." And it used to be Disney fatigue because Disney had a movie like 2 to 3 times a year at one point.
You know, people aren't really having superhero fatigue once the new Spider-Man comes out.
Probably.
when like Spider-Man into the multiverse or something. It happens.
Really? Like dark Wolves or something. Rio is only ever seen in a hoodie from the back or peeking around the corner. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Oh, you writing out the
Just finished. Yep.
No, okay. I was like, what you doing? Have a great night, folks. Take care. Can't wait to see future skits. Hopefully, we'll be able to record one today. Doesn't help that the writing is so formulated. Yeah, that's mainly it. So when you get something really different, even if it's a superhero drama, everyone jumps on it. All right, let's take a look.
All right. Oh my God, I am getting like severe, insane fatigue. I'm gonna stay awake as long as I can, man. But I'm literally falling asleep in my chair.
Okay,
you want to play the role of Apophis?
Yeah.
All right, Apophis. Just to clarify, you are 100% positive that this is not an Asgard ship.
Yes.
It's not some new design. It's not a Tok'ra ship either.
I'm completely sure.
I can't think of anybody in your universe that has a cube shape.
Hello?
I need to check something. Hold on. Type. Okay, listen. Okay, that ship belongs to a race called the Borg.
Never heard of them.
I know you haven't heard of them. They're not from your reality. They've been reality jumping.
Well, I'm feeling left out.
No, feeling them out.
Well, I'm feeling them out.
No. Do not attack them.
Calm down. I only sent one death glider
You sent a single death glider?
to check things out and
I
maybe
mean, to
more.
scout it out, sure, but
Do you think it could take the cube out?
if you have it shoot at them, it's going to hit their shields. It might even hit the ship, but they'll adapt immediately, and it'll never hit them again, and they will destroy you.
It just blew up.
What do you mean it blew up?
It just blew up.
And then, I know that voice. I know. Levi, John, for the millionth time since he left, Levi is on vacation. It's been a fucking month. I know, and you're not even the one dealing with his entire workload. Quit whining, and whatever it is, figure it out yourself.
John, what voice do you know? John? John! No! John!
Oh, crap. Stitches in the Stargate universe. How should we handle this? You figure it out. I may be able to handle his day to day, barely, but I cannot magically Levi things the way he does. Sorry. I'm calling him. Good luck. I'm calling his other phone. Beep, 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 beep. He has two phones.
You're one of 3 people who have this number. It is only for the very gravest of emergencies.
Sorry, I'm killing. Those lines are unnecessary. Go ahead.
You're one of 3 people who have this number, and it's only for the gravest of emergencies. The office better be imploding in on itself or something equally catastrophic.
Stitches in the Stargate universe. Hold on. Yeah.
I feel like that should be equally catastrophic. I think that covers equally catastrophic, to be honest.
But for him to say it again, the office better be imploding on itself, Nappa's reproducing their triples, or something else equally catastrophic.
Listen, you're one of 3 people who have this number, and it is only for the various gravest of emergencies. The office better be imploding in on itself, Nappa's reproducing like triples, or something else equally catastrophic.
Stitches in the Stargate universe.
Click.
God damn it.
Gravest of emergencies, John. Is the multiverse actively collapsing?
I just want to make sure you remember that I handle situations like this way differently than you do. This is going to get very, very destructive.
And I have 5 more weeks of vacation.
Destruction it is. Time jump 1 week later. Okay, I have everything out of the drawer. Remember, he's going to threaten you with unimaginably horrible punishments. Stand your ground, stay strong, and don't let him see that you're bluffing. I'm so scared right now. I know. Just, you can do this. Okay. Like in that voice of the guy where he's like, I almost died. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Can you go scroll up real quick? Right after your line, have a computer say Borg cube destroyed, and like have him. It's just so you guys have gotten so used to it that you maybe glance up at it, but that's all you do.
Hold on.
It can happen like in the middle of your thing too.
So it'll be this. I'm so scared right now. Borg cube destroyed. Ignore that. I know you're scared. Just, you can do this. Okay. John Dials Levi. Hold on.
Maybe even make it another Borg cube destroyed.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
As if even the computer's starting to get sassy.
So the call starts with 1 week later. Borg cube destroyed. Okay. I have everything out of the drawer. Remember.
I like that a lot. Like chaos is happening around them, and they're like, "Fuck this! Get Levi back."
Yeah. We're this line here for you.
If you call this number for a non-emergency reason ever again, I swear to the Time Lords themselves that
Napa got into your snack drawer.
What? So?
No, your special snack drawer.
It's not that special. There's just some limited edition things from overseas. I can get more anytime.
No, Levi, the drawer with all the stuff from prune universes that don't exist anymore.
That motherfucker! Starts rifling with interest. He ate all my creme brulee snickerdoodle Twinkies. And, damn it, the extra crispy RC Cola. Not the kiwi lime crystal Pepsi, too. Napa, you put that Choco Taco down now.
I'll put it down when you get Stitch under control.
Right after that should be maybe hear the Borg cube again.
No, I put one. I put one
right after that.
Right here. Just trust me.
Okay. I will make you relive your death at Vegeta's hands 1,000 times over whenever you close your eyes to sleep or yawn or even sneeze for the next 20 years.
Borg cube destroyed.
Do we need to handle that?
John said we can ignore it for now. I'll put your precious chocolate taco back in the freezer.
Have him just say taco, and then Levi corrects Choco Taco. And what? like Levi has the same moment that Napo's about to have. Just the emphasis on it. And that's where Napa emphasizes Choco.
So let's do this again. Hold on. So
From
1 week later, Borg cube destroyed. Okay, I have okay. All right. Ignore that. Oh, ignore that. I have everything out of the drawer. Remember, Levi's going to threaten. I'm not saying he. Levi's going to threaten you with unimaginably horrible punishments. Stand your ground, stay strong, and don't let him see that you're bluffing. I'm so scared right now.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, so I'm so scared right now. Board cube destroyed. Are you sure we don't have to handle that? Ignore it. I know you're scared. Just you can do this. Okay. Another board cube destroyed.
If you
That's
call
you.
this number for a not emergency reason ever again, I swear to the Time Lords themselves that
Napa got into your snack drawer.
what? So what?
Your special snack drawer.
It's not that special. Those are just some limited edition things from overseas. I can get
No,
them
Levi,
anytime.
the drawer with all the stuff from prune universes that don't exist anymore.
That motherfucker! He ate all of my creme brulee, snickerdoodle Twinkies, and oh damn it, not the extra crispy RC cola. Even the kiwi lime crystal Pepsi. Napa! You put that Choco Taco down now!
Do you like the extra crispy RC cola? I'll put it down when you get Stitch under control.
I will make you relive your death at Vegeta's hands 1,000 times over whenever you close your eyes to sleep, or yawn, or even sneeze for the next 20 years!
Board cube destroyed.
Do we need to handle that?
John said we can ignore it for now. I'll put your precious taco.
Choco Taco.
What?
Choco Taco.
I'll put your precious Choco Taco back in the freezer where it belongs when you fix the situation.
What?
The Stitch situation. The situation. His word.
Oh, make that one yet another board cube destroyed. No, that's where I was like, is anyone else noticed that the computer's getting snippy with this? How many board cubes have been destroyed? Sounds like the computer's sick of announcing them.
Yeah. That adds into. Yeah, well, I'm sick of doing all your work. And
all of my work?
Yeah, all your work.
Napa, that was maybe 10% of what I do. Is IT still functioning? That's where that can this can be. The next line is for the love of God, please stop the board cubes from being destroyed. And then Levi goes, I think that answers that question.
I don't know, but that's not important. And I'm sick of John being in Universal Emperor mode and chasing Stitch all over the universe and still failing over and over again and blowing up universes. And wait, just 10%?
Yeah.
You didn't trust me?
It's not that I don't trust you. It would be like Harvey or Jessica putting Lewis in charge before his big character breakthrough.
Are you saying you don't think I've had a character breakthrough? I've been on this channel for 4 years.
Napa, just finish your rant.
Well, now I don't remember where I was.
Oh, here. That's a good one right there. No, right here. I like that one better.
I like it, but I think that's a little bit too. Yeah.
I like. Yes. Oh, that's where the computer voice can go. Now who sounds snippy?
Or the computer can say it again.
All right. So, well, now I don't remember where I was. Do you want me to stop announcing board cube destructions?
Yeah.
Yes. Now who sounds snippy? You were at me blowing up universes. Oh, yeah. And then soaking at his desk because the little blue bastard is still alive no matter what he does.
You'll put the Choco Taco back immediately if I agree to fix it.
Yes.
There we go. That means that we don't have to like say that I fix it immediately. Rather, we get to see whatever plays out.
Yep.
And then,
This
do
we
you
have
know
to
how
try-
hard it is going? Do you know how hard it's going to be for me to rewind time back before those universes were pruned, just to get that stuff back?
Oh, yeah. Napa didn't actually eat that stuff. It's all in Storage Vault C.
Wait, so all of that was just a ploy to get me back here? The missing snacks, you in Universal Emperor mode, the blowing up universes stuff.
Oh, no. I blew up a bunch of universes.
Which ones?
Unimportant, uninhabited ones. Mostly.
Mostly.
I thought only one of them was inhabited.
I feel like that would get repetitive.
What?
The showing a board cube getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Like if it was, in all honesty, if it was there, I can't guarantee we can animate this one. That's the biggest thing.
I think this needs to be a live action one.
I'm at the Stitch series as a whole.
Yeah.
The Stitch series, if it ever gets animated, is going to have to be a fully fan-funded project because there's a high likelihood that we won't be able to monetize it whatsoever.
Damn, this is 5 pages long.
And the best part about it is we still have to insert another script in there that's actually part of the resolution of this particular arc.
Yeah.
1 second.
You're good.
Raven wants to know if they get to be the computer again.
Yeah. I thought Raven did awesome as the computer.
There you go. They're excited to be Snippy.
Cool. Just can't call John Egg.
So I guess you can call him Bald.
I need the line.
All right. I like that. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
We can move forward. That's awesome. Do you think
Yeah.
that that's going to fit? Those lines will fit in what you've already created for Apophis?
I hope so. If not, I can re-record them pretty easily.
Now, do you want me to go ahead and do Apophis's voice and figure it out? Or do you want to try take a crack at it?
No, you can go ahead and do it. So let me do this real quick. Hold on. Let me just do this real fast. You put this here. Mute you for a second. Let's just play with this and try to find a goal with voice.
The computer being sentient would be a good running joke.
I'm 100% sure, John.
I feel like the Gould voice is very similar to
So this is what it is right now. I'm 100% sure, John. So then we go to voice changer. Kick some reverb on there. I'm 100% sure, John. I'm 100% sure, John. We can't put more than one.
So they dropped the pitch down about 3 semitones and put a flanging effect on it. A 10 millisecond range sounds about right. Then overlay it back over the original at about 80 to 20%. That is how they make. That's literally how they made the voices for the Gould.
I don't know what the flange thing is.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, 1 second here.
I'm 100% sure, John. I'm 100%. I'm 100%. I'm 100%. That's.
I can't spell Gould right now.
GOA apostrophe ULD. I'm 100% sure, John.
Did Levi just nerd? Oh yeah.
They dropped the pitch.
3 semitones.
I don't know how to drop the pitch.
That would be making it deeper.
I'm 100% sure, John.
And since it's 3 semitones, it would be 3 octaves roughly, or 3 semi-octaves lower than what you were. So your voice would be just a couple notches lower. So instead of it being hugely lower.
What if I leave you with all this and just abandon you?
Don't abandon me with all that food.
I'm 100% sure, John.
So flanging is produced by mixing 2 identical signals together. One signal is delayed by a small and usually gradually changing amount. So you delay the signal, delay it just a smidge.
I'm 100% sure, John.
And then all you have to do is, like, it doesn't need to be that deep, but that's roughly right there.
I'm 100% sure, John. I'm 100% sure, John.
I think you can get rid of one of them. I think it only needs one.
I'm 100% sure, John.
Delay the one that sounds more normal instead of that bottom one. Yeah, delay that one instead of having it be in front. Delay it.
I'm getting bored. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Go ahead and here.
I'm 100% sure, John.
That is damn near perfect. I think you just have to make it so it's not as deep, and I think you'd be good.
I'm not putting it away. I'll put the cheese away. I'm not putting the rest of it away.
Let's try 25 and 50.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm 100% sure, John.
That's not deep enough. What does 50 timber do? I just want to hear that real quick.
I'm 100% sure, John.
Hey, kiddo, what's up?
I'm 100% sure, John.
I'll give you 30 minutes, but then you're done for the night.
I'm 100% sure, John.
It's close.
Close enough.
Yeah. And you
It
say
sounds more like Zordon than it does Apophis.
yeah, I will admit that it does sound more like Zordon than Apophis right now. But it's either that or we grab somebody who can do a deeper voice naturally.
Let's spell Apophis correctly. Apophis speaking.
In 1997, the Goa'uld system lord Apophis, accompanied by his elite serpent guards, used the Stargate to infiltrate Earth, arriving in the vacant embarkation room of Stargate Command.
So we don't get flagged for anyone wondering why I took that down. Real quick, I was doing something. Da, da, da. So the Darth Vader versus Stargate replicators is doing okay on YouTube. It's not blowing up nearly as much as it did on TikTok. Stitch is merging with the morphing grid.
So actually, we are very close. We are super close. That's almost exactly what it is.
Yeah, I mean that came directly from like I apparently they did an interview, and that's how they do the voices.
This is so.
I'm 100% sure, John.
So let's just keep it like that. If somebody says something, somebody says something. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Like you name drop it already.
Yeah. Do you want to come in here and do you want to go ahead and do our sound editing for us? No, then shut up.
That's what you're. I'm like, what?
Yeah. If that doesn't sound, it doesn't sound like a go on wolves. Like, well, you know what?
This is the best you're getting right now. I like that. That was good. So we can move forward. Do we want to try to do a different skit? And if so, what would you guys like to see? I know Chris was feeling a little bit tired. Did you get a little bit of energy boosted after doing this or no?
Kinda.
All right. So what's a skit that you guys would like to see? Oh, that's one I've done. I can get rid of that picture now. I love being able to like knock off ideas that I've done. Oh, I didn't get to do that one.
Ooh. So I'm just checking weather stuff. Oh man, there's tornadoes like crazy in northern Georgia right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in a row.
Did you know? Ronnie says that he just sent a voice clip to you. Did you know that the building that was used as a picture for the Power Rangers was a prison?
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I wound up writing a skit about it, but honestly, without like I'm looking at it now, as funny as it is, without context, it doesn't make sense. They would not rent that out as a prison. And there's not enough people who know that. Star Killer versus Stitch. So we're not this is gonna sound harsh, but I'm not going to take random Stitch videos like I was okay with doing the John Constantine stuff because I want to get to a certain point in the storyline of Stitch before I start doing that. So I have taken down your request and we have turned them into videos. And I did it once with 40K thinking it was going to be a one-off thing that I just kind of come back to. But it became so popular that I was like, okay, let's figure out how we can tie this into the storyline. And I was able to do it, but it took like literal days of research, talking with fans to figure it out. It was fun. But it's also one of those things where it's like, I have to move the storyline forward.
It would take them about 5 minutes to figure out that they're all friends, and then they'd go beat somebody up together.
Here's the question.
Unless it was Xanatos. If it was Xanatos, Buffy would flirt with him.
Well,
Ow.
the question is would Niles or anyone else have the information about the gargoyles already? Because here's the problem with characters that have help units around them. Like Buffy's whole thing was she had an entire crew of people to help her do the research. At least the
Right.
Buffy that everyone remembers. Let's be honest. The Buffy that everyone remembers is the one that has an entire crew of people working with her. It's really difficult to insert ourselves in there unless we go, they didn't have the information. That is
Right.
the reason why they're calling. Or it's some type of bad guy and we're talking to the bad guy. But talking to Goliath or any of the gargoyles versus Buffy means that I'm talking to one of these two people and both of them is there. I'm not worried about like, oh, but at least the voice is deep enough. I don't know what that's from. But for if I did that skit, it wouldn't be voice acted. At least not the first bit. Yeah, we're gonna scrap this skit. I don't like it. This one's gonna go. We did the Stitch versus Warhammer 40K. Knock that list off. Okay, real quick. Kevin McAllister versus who?
The band?
No, Kevin McAllister versus who? Like, who is Kevin? Oh, I see why you said that. Who is Kevin McAllister going against? I have one line to work with here, so the rest of the skit is going to be completely improvised. I just need to know who he's going up against.
Tell me the line.
I don't want you to do it, but like I can see why you would be able to do it better if it was a villain.
No, I want to know the line because that's going to help me decide who it's going to be against.
Kevin is just a kid-friendly version of Die Hard. It's basically Remember Home Alone is just a kid-friendly version of Die Hard.
Of John McClane from Die Hard. Okay, so that's going to be Thanos. Heard about this kid. Incredibly powerful. He's got to have some sort of great him or the Collector. One of the two. Thinking Kevin's going to have some sort of incredible power source at his house. No, because saying Kevin McAllister is just a kid version of John McClane from Die Hard is not going to mean anything to Thanos, nor I think at some point the Kevin's invincible in his own universe mystique breaks down.
Well, the thing here is that like we can still play off the joke of like you didn't listen to I gave you a list of movies that you needed to reference for human movies to reference or whatever. We could throw something in there. Especially with Thanos, who we've done a lot of calls with. And I was like, Thanos, you got to work with me here. I gave you a list of Christmas movies to. Oh, I gave you a list of Christmas movies to watch with what was her name?
Lady Death?
Not Lady Death. His adopted child.
Gamora.
Gamora. This has to be a you skit. Fuck. God damn it. I screw myself over.
No. It needs to be you.
Are you writing too?
I'm digging into some stuff here.
So I don't know how it's going to lead up to it. It's like Kevin's just a kid-friendly version of John McClane from Die Hard. Dude, I gave you a list of Christmas movies to watch with Gamora. Well, yes, Kevin is real, so I'm glad you watched that one. Different universe, but still real. John McClane is not, and he wouldn't want to work with you anyways. Well, I mean, I guess he could be real. I've never interacted with that universe. Oh. I got it. We got to figure out how I'm starting the call. That's the one thing I got to do.
A lot of that's going to depend on who it is that's facing him.
What if he's calling to get new recruits for generals? There might be people pointing out, like, why is Levi handling the call? But that still makes sense from my perspective as well, because I have a lot of resources. I got an idea, but I have to get everything set up here to record. Kind of roll with it here. Some different ideas. Okay. 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 Get this all set up here.
Not Scarecrow.
No. The Thanos will work. Thanos will work. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So you guys can still hear me. Move that over a smidge so there's more of that. And then okay, Thanos, I'd be happy to help you find a whole slew of new generals and officers and basically a whole new army, especially considering what happened to the last one. But I've got questions as to why you would want Snape for one of them, because I feel, well, yes, he's a very powerful wizard in his own right, but yeah, Kevin McAllister. Kevin's basically the kid version of Die Hard, from John McClane to be specific. I fucked that up. I got this. Yeah, Thanos, I'd be happy to help you rebuild your army, especially considering what happened to the last one. But I've got some questions about some of the names that you have up here. So Professor Snape, yes, he's a powerful wizard. In his own right, he would be a great asset to you. His sense of justice. Yeah, he definitely has a strong sense of justice, but you would have to convince him. Okay, let's table Professor Snape for a moment. I've got a question. Here's the most pressing question. Why do you have Kevin McAllister on this list? Home defense makes. Yeah, it's still there. One second. It was going so well too. It sounded like RFK Jr. there for a moment. I'll unmute you so I can hear your feedback real quick. Go ahead.
No, I am super tired and I'm sorry. B, I think this can be a fun sketch, but I think that it needs some thought put into it because it really is a really out there.
We need
funny
a
premise.
list of people that I can go through before I get to Kevin, to be honest. I need a list of people that I can go through that he wants to effectively replace. That would be great. And then we can move forward from there. And this is also a call that, in all honesty, John would normally take, but having Levi take it makes sense with the list of heroes, particularly that Thanos keeps putting out, because in Thanos' mind, he's the hero.
Yeah.
So this makes sense. So I get where Thanos.
Jeez, I'm like literally falling asleep in my chair, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay, man. Okay, so I have the ending of the script. So now I just need to figure out the beginning of it, think it through, make sure that we go through it right. So we're gonna end here. That way Chris can relax and we can move forward at a later time. Real quick, there's a bunch of people who want a part 2 to the replicators thing, which I think technically there was a part 2, which was the replicators were dimension hopping as well.
Yeah.
And they went to the
I don't remember.
I forgot what they're called. Transformers universe. Kept wanting to say Autobots, which would have been correct, but it's Transformers. Anyways, I want to thank you all for joining us. Remember to take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, body, and spirit. Until the winds blow your sails our way again, have an Acme day. And remember,
have an Acme day is a product of villain. Having an Acme day will try to build your account. Have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day simply means to have the best day you possibly can. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.